Welcome to Road to Ownership. My name is Wes. We are living in this difficult economic time because of the pandemic, and many people are wondering what's happening in real estate. Will this market crash? Is my house getting value, or is my house losing value at this time? We make these market updates to give you an insight into the direction of the real estate market in your area. Today we're going to Sandy Springs, Georgia, a city of Fulton County. Now, before we go into our update, I'm going to ask you for a favor. Please subscribe to my channel. Do the brother a favor. Just click on the button and subscribe. And it will be greatly appreciated. Now, Sandy Springs, Georgia, a city of Fulton County. Fulton County, the largest county in Metro Atlanta. This market update will focus on single-family detached homes in Sandy Springs. It will not consider data from condominiums and townhomes, but we want to share the median price of condominiums and townhomes for you during that period, during the third quarter 2020. Third quarter, we mean together the month of July, August, and September. So the median sales price for a condominium in Sandy Springs during the third quarter was $167,000. That's for a condo. But for townhomes, we have the median value of $322,000. We have two macroeconomic data that we want to share with you. These two are very important for real estate. The first one is the interest rate. When the interest rate is down, it stimulates the market for more buyers become qualified to buy a house. So that's why the Fed reduced the rate to make sure that the real estate market stays active. Now, the second metric here is the unemployment rate. You know, without a job, you cannot buy a house. So a high unemployment rate is not good for the market. And we can see during the period, it was about 8%. Next, we're going to talk about the region as a whole. Metro Atlanta is a large real estate market. We could just give you an update of the whole market, but we think it's better for us to divide the market into many sub-markets and give you an insight that will give you a better understanding of the value in your area, in your county, or in your city. So we're only going to cover counties in Metro Atlanta and cities that with population above 50,000 people. And today, like we said before, we're going to focus on Sandy Springs. Some key metrics that we will use to talk about the market, we have the list here. We divide these into three categories. The first group, we call them price metric, which shows the direction of price. Is price going up? Is price going down? Second set of metric is supply metric. Do we have a lot of homes for sale, or do we have less homes for sale in the marketplace? And the third metric is, do we have enough buyers looking for houses to buy? So these are the three groups. Now let's take a look at the very first metric here, median sales price. The median sales price for a house in a single family detached home in Sandy Springs, Georgia during the third quarter of 2020 was $625,000. We see an increase in price of 2.5% year over year. Compared to the other counties, I think this is not much, but still it is an increase in price. Next chart here, we have price per square feet. We have an increase of 4.8% year over year from 165 to 173. The next chart here, we have volume, dollar volume of closed sales. This is the aggregate value of all the sales during the period, and it's an increase of 32%. So we see a clear increase in price in Sandy Springs, Georgia, year over year from 2019 to 2020, third quarter. The next group of metrics here that we refer to as supply metrics shows us availability of homes in the marketplace. So for new listings during the quarter, we see, wow, we see exactly a tie here. There was the same amount of homes during same quarter last year, and this year was pretty much the same. That is strange, because we don't see the same thing reflected in other counties. Next chart, pending sales. So we see that pending sales, these are homes that are under contract but has not been closed yet. During the quarter, we have a 55% increase. So we had many more sales during the third quarter 2020 than we had during third quarter 2019. And this is clearly because most of the folks bought in the third quarter rather than the first quarter because of the pandemic. The next chart here, we have number of homes for sale. This is the chart that shows the supply issue we have in the market throughout the region. We see the number of homes for sale during the period was less, about 28% less, 28.6% less than last year. This chart, number of homes for sale, really shows the supply issue that we are facing. The next metric is number of closings. It shows number of closings during the period, and it still is higher again against last year, which shows that more folks bought in the third quarter. Now the last two charts we have here shows the strength of demand, or the amount of buyers, or the strength of the buyers or buyer activity in the marketplace. The first one is showing per listing. We see an increase of 68.4%. So every listing that come in the market was seen about 6.4 times. Compared to the year before, it was only 3.8 times. So this shows buyer activity in the marketplace. Next, time on the market. We see a reduction in time in the market, which was how long does a house stay in the market before it goes under contract. And we can see here, it takes 39 days on average in Sandy Springs in 2020 third quarter, while it took 54 days 2020 third quarter in 2019. So we see a clear reduction of negative 27%. And another thing we notice here, compared to the other counties like Gwinnett, like Cobb, where houses don't last too long in the market to sell, on average, in Sandy Springs, they'll take much longer. Here, on average, we see many more days here. And I think it is also because of the price bracket, because we see demand is stronger in the lower price brackets. The Sandy Springs market, I think the median sales price in Sandy Springs, as we saw in the previous chart, was above $600,000. So this is an update. This is the update for Sandy Springs here. We see increase in price, we see reduction in supply, and we see a stronger demand in the marketplace than the year before. Maybe not really a strength of demand, but because of the reduction in supply, the home sells much quicker. But the average time a house stays in the market before it goes under contract is fairly high compared to many of the other parts of the region. So it is a seller's market in Sandy Springs, Georgia, less so than other areas. And if you are a buyer in this market, your incentive is the interest rate. This was a quick update of the real estate market in Sandy Springs, Georgia, for the third quarter of 2020. Thank you.